Today I want to share around the theme we're all in this together. And it has to do with the collective nature of our faith in God and Christ. At the end of Hebrews chapter 11, after this whole great roll call of faith, of mentioning people as far back as Rahab and also Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, Samuel, and the prophets, talking about all these people, the last two verses of chapter 11, verses 39 and 40, it says, "Yet all these, though they were commended for their faith, did not receive what was promised, since God had provided something better, so that they would not, apart from us, be made perfect." One of the things about going on pilgrimage trips or just doing any travel where you have the opportunity to learn about Christians who lived in other countries and in former ages and times is you realize that we stand just at the current moment at the end of all these people of faith who have lived for centuries and centuries and centuries before us. And Hebrews is making the point that all these heroes of the Hebrew Bible or the Old Testament, all these folks who lived before Jesus, that Christ's death redeemed them, and as we read elsewhere in the New Testament, inaugurated a new covenant. And yet there's this idea that all these people, they couldn't have been more faithful, some of these great heroes, and yet they did not receive what was promised because in the providence of God and the planning of God, God had something better in mind so that they would not, apart from us, be made perfect. And it's interesting to think, to me anyway, that a person can seek to live her or his life of faith as well as we possibly can, and yet there can be a time of waiting for things to come to full fruition. It's interesting, there's a saying, everything you touch, you change, and everything you change or touch changes you. And there's a sense in which that's kind of what our life of faith is like. Everything and everyone who is touched by our life is impacted, and at the same time we are impacted ourselves. And in faith, and we're going to hear more about this cloud of witnesses tomorrow, it's like there's all these people who have gone before us in the faith. Some of them well-known names from the Bible, other of them people very near to and dear to us, perhaps our grandparents, our parents, a spouse, a child, a sibling, a friend. All these people who have gone before us, and we are connected to them. And that is something we'll talk about a little bit more tomorrow when we talk about the cloud of witnesses watching us.